Hello YouTube and welcome back to Martinsville, Virginia, site to race number 11 of the NRSL Coke Vanilla Cup Series season for 2008. And joining me yet again in the booth is Stephen Paul III.
Hello guys.
So we have the Dent Wizard 399. We'll be running 100 laps here today. I swear I thought I just turned down the Do Not Disturb. Amy Shelley is the on the front row alongside Steve Pollard, who had the faster pole sitting time in their duels. Steve Pollard, the Duel 2 winner. Henry Sanford will start alongside Duel 1 winner Henry Williams in row 2, with Robert Pollard, Jack James, row 3, Alexander Rose, Stephen Pollard III in row number 4, and Cole Deaver and Kenny Moma in the third Valvoline car making up row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Stephen for his thoughts and predictions on this one.
So my favorite today is definitely going to be Will Lewis, even though he's on the outside. If he can get to the bottom, he'll definitely have a good start. Some Amy, Robert, Steve, Jess, and I believe Mary are going to have a good chance to get Mary starting right in the middle of the pack with a pitch strategy and a caution with a little shenanigans. She can definitely get up there. Fitzwater and crap, I already forgot the other guy. William Duncan are the other winners. Our final row is Zach Rogers, who Fitzwater won in the car, and Gene Sanford. So it's definitely going to be interesting who can come to the field. And if we have a caution, some shenanigans might happen. And it could blow the race wide open, as we've had 10 different winners this year.
So let's go trackside for the command to start engines in this one.
Drivers, start your engines.
So onboard cameras that we'll carry in this one. Mary Shelley will be carrying our Dodge onboard camera. Max Anderson will be carrying our Chevy onboard camera. Chris Wilson, the Toyota onboard camera, with Jessica Shelton carrying our Ford onboard camera. Ryan George will be carrying the Microsoft onboard camera in this one. Adam Flickinger, the Altel onboard camera. The Menards onboard camera will be carried by Alexander Rowe. And the Miller Lite onboard carried by Isaac Flickinger. Points coming in. Only the top 3 can leave here as the points leader, those being Mary Shelley, Max Anderson, Chris Wilson. As the pace cars pulled off, leaving the field under control of the Red Bull Toyota of Steve Pollard. And the Dent Wizard 399 is green.
Yeah, definitely going to look out for Henry Williams, too. He shocked us with his 49. He's continuing to, oh boy, already getting interesting in the corner.
As right now it's going to be Steve Pollard who clears off turn number, well, it doesn't even clear. Here comes Amy Shelley on that outside line.
We get some PJ1 up there or something?
No, I don't think we did, but somehow that outside line working there at least a little bit for Amy Shelley.
He's not going to be clear. Here comes Robert on, oh boy.
Robert Pollard actually clearing the 7 there.
Amy's going to fight tough up there on that high side. The high side's got a little bit of grip. 3 wide back there. That's not going to...
All 3 Valvoline cars actually cleared the outside line, although now it's a battle between the Valvoline cars. Jack James on the inside, Kenny Moma on the outside.
Look who got to the bottom.
Oh, wow. Will Lewis, a great job out of 14th spot.
Like we mentioned, a lot of good Bristol successes leading to his good short track performance here today.
Well, a possible good short track performance, let's be honest. Baranowskis makes a move on Kyle Matthews back there. That is for the 16th position.
Shemet Ozcon's best finish in the last 6 races has been 40th, so good to see him up here right now in the beginning of the race.
A lot of side-by-side racing. Is shocked to see the 84 struggling to get to the bottom right now.
Well, the 5 cars got a good short track program too, so oh wow, what are you doing, Seth?
An interesting move down the back straightaway. Seth not able to find a way back into the top side of the track.
I think the 84 gets to the bottom, he'll be strong. Wow, the 99 just took the nose off Moma.
Lewis tried to cut off the 10. It wasn't quite successful. They're going to be 3 wide, though, between them.
Ooh, that's not going to work.
The 84, the 5, and the 10, they get back to 2 wide.
This is really refreshing because last year we didn't see a single green flag pass besides...
And by the way, Amy Shelley has gotten the lead away from the 82.
Amy won at, what, Atlanta, I think, right?
Yes. That was her 1 win so far this season.
The 18.
And it is the 75 in 3rd. Henry Williams files into 4th. Henry Sanford 5th. Rowe is 6th. 7th is Wilson. And the battle is for 8th between Will Lewis and Jack James.
The 18 hasn't won since like season 2, if I'm not mistaken.
That would sound about right. They did not win with Pichu London. They did not win with Jake Bassinger. I know that much.
Peachy London was in the series? That sounds like a
for
name I
one
wouldn't
season.
expect. Both the Valvoline cars have got the same roof number. I love that.
Well, both of these Valvoline cars do.
Yeah.
Actually, all three of them have an orange roof number.
Spotter's nightmare right there.
Especially because two of them are Dodges.
Well, I heard the 33's radio asked, the spotter said the 7's clear, and they said that it's actually the 28 car.
As right now, Seth Cole trying to battle with the 28 down the back straightaway for 10th spot.
I see Mary Shelley getting to the bottom of the track. Look for her to come through. And Pollitt's on the bottom. That's going to help him, and that's not going to work too well.
Somehow it did, though, as we're starting lap 9 already.
Yeah, a lot better racing. The driver's actually learning how to race this year. It's glad to see it.
Well, a lot of it, just a lot better performance with the package that they decided to bring as well is helping.
Low downforce. You know, Charles listens to the fans in the, like, real-life NASCAR. Oh, God.
Jack James got the wall off turn number 4, is going to lose at least one spot, maybe even two by when it's all said and done.
Cole Devers had a pretty dismal season as well, so it's good to see him here. I think we haven't done, well, Cole's best finish this year was 19th, so good to see him up here. He's leading the points currently in trucks.
Well, at least coming into this weekend, we do not yet. At the time of this recording, we don't know that status.
Kyle Matthews and Chris Louvier. Chris Louvier struggled all season long, man. He's having that what is the word I'm looking for? He choked the championship away curse this year for sure.
I guess second place curse, if you want to call it that. Jack
Yeah,
James still fighting on that outside line. He's going to concede the spot now to Cole Deaver.
Besides Jeff's winning in the 43 in Michigan, the 43 has done absolutely nothing in the series the last few years.
Well, truth be told, they don't have much success, period, anyway, besides that. You have the one win that Jess had, and then I think Patterson had a win in this in the season 1, but that's about it.
That's enough to get him in the Hall of Fame.
As Bill Bragg Jr. now trying to fight with the 77. This is for 16th spot.
It's been a while since we've seen Bill Braddock in a race. He's missed about like 4 out of the last 5, and he finished 42nd in Chicagoland, so it's definitely been struggling.
Well, 77 actually fighting under him. I'll be honest, I was looking some of the critics that were writing about the sport. Many people actually starting to say whether or not Braddock's career is even in doubt after last season now with what he's done so far this year.
I mean, like I said, he's 4 DNQs and a 42nd. Definitely, Patterson definitely needs to come back next year if this team wants to improve.
Well, we'll have to see if they can put up to. I mean, they're starting to make races now, which is at least a step in the right direction. And hey, 17th right now would not be too shabby.
Well, pretty much if you think about it, Patterson's Landon Castle and Braddock's Quentin Huff right now. So,
which is unfortunate because Braddock made the chase last season. So
yeah, 22 is definitely better right there. And Braddock's finished those 4 DNQs, he finished 32nd, 33rd, a DNQ, and 12th in Atlanta. But he has 2 poles this year, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, so he's got something going for him as Shelton now makes the move inside for 17th. They're in that 21 car. Wood Brothers obviously looking for a strong run here today in one of their home tracks, basically.
Robert Pollitt is in 2nd. Kenny Momo's best career finish is 24th so far this year.
That's a thing then. Oh, crap. I just noticed that. Yeah.
The 10 car has struggled mightily this season, to say the least.
Speaking of the 10, they have fallen back to the 11th spot now.
Just finishing 11th is just a major improvement, but he doesn't want to pull a Jeffrey McCall this season for sure.
Will Lewis is catching the 22 slowly but surely here.
Look for Pollitt and Will Lewis to come on the long run. I expect Gene, Jess, and Mary to be up to the front for the end of this one.
Well, let's see where the 47 is at currently. Started 41st, is already up, making a move for the top 30 here.
Zach Rogers, like I said, former winner at Zach Rogers. Wow. I saw Fitzwater up there. Well, I got the number right at least.
Fitzwater right there in the 28th spot, the last scored. Should be 29th now this time around.
Another driver's been struggling mightily this season, as we see the ugly 60 up there.
There is Tim Randolph in the 60th position, running behind the two beer cars. Sorry, Isaac Flickinger and Marcus Ambrose.
Very rare to see Marcus Ambrose make a race nowadays.
25th now on the racetrack as he completes that pass. Let's check in on the other winner former winner of the track. William Duncan, currently not doing all that well, currently in 40th.
Yeah, Marcus's best finish this year was 17th, so he doesn't even have a top 15. That's major rim. Matthew Marias right there. Oh, man, we both said at the same time.
Yeah, 34th place right now for Marias as Gene now completes the pass on Zorline. Zach Rogers going to follow through as well.
Well, we don't know how long Dixon's out, but we will definitely let you know how many races Marias. But based on my count, I don't think he made more than 15 races in 2006.
At least it didn't seem that way.
Yeah, he only had like 4 top 11 finishes, and the rest were just below 25th.
Gene Sanford trying to make a move on Fitzwater, so it looks like they missed the handling on that 29 car right now.
Well, hell's gonna freeze over because Robert Paul is 5/10 behind Amy. It was 2 seconds at one point.
It was not 2 seconds. It definitely was not 2 seconds.
I saw 2 on the scrum. Must have been looking at the 82.
Might have been looking at the 82. As Gene Sanford now makes the move on the 29. That's for 29th spot. So Gene Sanford on a roll right now, on the move, already up 11 spots from where she started this race with no caution flags to help.
Yeah, not really surprised. The consistency definitely Gene's best thing, so that's going to help her out.
And right now, that gap now extending up front as the 75 actually lost 3/10 that time around.
Well, if we get into lap traffic, that's going to see how that could play out. We might get to that.
In fact,
we had
actually,
it last
that might be what we're getting ready to approach anyway.
Yeah, we had that last season in this race.
In fact, actually, we're not that far away of it. Jeffrey White is only about half a straightaway ahead of the 78.
Yeah, we seen that at South Boston. I believe we started at Iowa until we had that late race caution, so definitely going to come into a factor. The 99 has passed the 22 of Wilson on track, too.
Yep, that was for 7th.
Seth
Pollard has also passed the 5 for 9th.
Yes. Kenny Moma hanging tough right there in 11th as Wilson trying to get back below him there, but can't do it.
Yeah, so these guys... Well, what's interesting, I guess, actually, is Will Lewis has not broken away from the 22 like we've seen him do with so many cars so far this weekend.
Yeah, it's, maybe the 99, maybe not strong. The sun is out. Only the temperatures on the track not suiting his car for this run of the race.
It's also the first time he's had to run lap times competing against the 78.
Yeah, that's very true, too. Henry Williams, good run for Henry. Henry hasn't really done much of this. Well, I mean, he's a former winner of the series, but he hasn't really performed too well this year.
And William Brock trying to clear some room in front of the 78 as JT Bryant and William Brock having a fierce battle for 40th.
I'm telling you something, the 78 and the 75 have checked out from the field.
3 seconds up. Although, to be fair, pit stops can change that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we've seen Sanford and Dixon last year have their battle. The 84, obviously with the better pit crew, beat Sanford out and won the race.
As right now the lead down to 0.3 of a second. How will Amy Shelley be able to navigate the lap traffic? They don't have to move out of her way because they are still trying to fight to be on the lead lap.
Yeah, the blue flags are definitely going to be out for sure. 10 seconds back to 10th too, so they're definitely gapping
And
the
that
field.
was Seth Cole getting around Stephen Paul III actually for that 9th spot.
Yep, that's a good pass right there. Easy pickings right there for the 16. Is he going to fight back though?
Shelley gets to the inside of the 16. How much is Jeffrey White going to fight the 75 now?
The 16 saying, are we passing the 75 position?
Or battling for position.
Yeah.
Not much of a fight there. Looks like Shelley not going to be able to get to the 20.
Whoa!
A little bit trying to put the bumper there to the 20, actually.
The 16 passing the 75 again, it looks like.
Or trying to.
Yeah,
Thinks
that was
better of it. I don't know. I mean, if the 16 can hang with them, they Jeffrey White might be able to get some free spots out of it. Definitely William Brock being a little bit more fierce of a lap car, though.
Yeah, he's blocking, and this is why
JT
Brock
Bryant from Daytona 500 victory to being lapped at Martinsville.
Yeah, the rookie driver having a little struggle. Didn't he run the truck? The
He
Hooters
ran the
last
truck
year?
race.
Did he run Hooters last year?
No, this is his debut in all 3 series.
Oh, battle up here.
Zorline trying to pass Marias for or re-overtake Marias actually for 33rd.
Seth got by Chris Wilson on track for 8th.
Yep. And meanwhile, Ryan George is back here as well, 37th spot, trying to clear some lap traffic.
Anderson, bad run for him.
Yeah, he's about ready to be lapped by his own teammate.
William Duncan, a little surprised to see Duncan back here. I didn't expect that out of the car. Oh God, this is gonna be a wreck.
So far so good. As now
what
Amy
are you
Shelley,
doing, Anderson?
Amy Shelley not able to get there. Battle for the race lead.
Charles is melting in his chair.
I might be needing a new computer after this race. This one might be burned.
This was definitely worth the $100.
Holy crap.
This is
At
definitely worth
the line, the 75 leads a lap.
This was definitely worth the $100. Oh no, Anderson's gonna get dumped by his teammate.
As now can Amy Shelley get to the inside of the 87. Duncan and Pollard nearly make contact.
The radio on the 5 car. Who the hell is leading the race again?
As Steve Pollard back in 3rd. By the way, the lap traffic has allowed these guys to actually close in a little bit. Stephen Pollard 3rd now has gone 9th away from the 22.
As we see a live blue screen of death on Charles' computer.
Kenny Moma now trying to make a move, so Chris Wilson's car definitely starting to fade as this run's going along.
Braddock moving up through the field.
Braddock up in 12th, trying to prove the critics wrong here today, at least a little bit, or at least show the critics that there is some of that potential that we saw last season.
Steve Paul is reeled in 2 seconds. Henry Williams is gaining a little bit right here.
As now trying to look back, let's see if there's been any other comers or goers right now. Gene Sanford up to 25th.
Yeah, she might be getting. I'm telling you, that consistency might get her to the top 10. Hey, Seth, if you're watching, if you could paint the 10 car as a 75, that'd be great.
Zach Rogers also trying to take a spot away from Logan York. That is for 29th spot. Remember, Zach Rogers started 42nd today, so great, and with a backup motor.
Now, and speaking about the set, yes, it is a running gag, but Robert finished 2nd in Iowa last year. He won a short track race, I believe, in season 1 when he finished dead last in points. And the Polletts have done pretty. Steve won at the Bounce Arena. Steven won at South Boston, so they're not doing too bad. So it's not really surprising to see him up here.
As amazingly, some of these drivers have now been lapped by the 75 today.
A lot of drivers are saying, "Who the hell's in the 75?"
Steve Pollard now lapping the 16.
Is Brendan Patterson in the field?
As Bill Braddock Jr. has made an appearance in the top 10, passing Kenny Moma.
Yeah, the 75 might be leading, but there's going to be a lot of comers right here. These right in the tire wear. We still got a pit stop in the 75. This definitely does not have a good pick crew.
Chris Louvier trying to pass the 28. As this would be for 15th position now.
Yeah, he definitely needs a shot in the arm with his performance. Mary Shelley, look at her coming through the field.
Up to 18th. I don't know where they started.
Sky Commons, we haven't seen him at all in the top 20 at all. Good run for Sky.
Gene Sanford is trying to pass Alger Baranowski's just in the back of the screen there off turn 2.
I completely forgot the...
and Amy Shelley has gone back into the lead.
The world is sane again.
As apparently the 75 got re-overtaken by the 00.
Yeah, that happened.
And Amy Shelley is about ready to lap our other former winner in the field. So right now we're looking at both former Martinsville winners about to be lapped.
Wow, that's great. But the 29's not going to give away any. Oh man, he's fighting hard.
He's fighting it, but Shelley basically moved him.
Yeah, that's pretty much happened. I wonder if Robert got stuck behind him, and that's
well, he's still stuck behind him. They're battling actually for this 34th position. To be fair.
Yeah, that's what's going to help. I mean, I'm not going to count the 82 or the 18 out, or even Henry. If they get stuck behind traffic, they can easily gain back up.
Matthew Marias would be the next car to go a lap down.
This is a really good race. This is a really good INI. And Samet Olskan struggling even mightily. He's the best
Olskan falling back even farther, now loses a spot, possibly is battling with Zach Rogers for position.
I'm pretty sure that's the Eric Almirola ratings on the 8 card.
Adam Flickinger now going to also follow through as Zach Rogers completes the pass off turn 4.
Yep. Full second looks like for Amy right now after that lap traffic debacle.
Well, the still lap traffic debacle, I guess, if you're Robert Pollard, because he's still stuck behind the 00. There are 2 lap cars in between the 78 and 75 as Pollard tries to make that 1 lap car.
A virtual middle finger goes out the door of the 75.
As looks like Shelley might be able to make a peek here into turn number 1 or either that or use the bumper.
Mariah slammed the brakes of the 78. That was great.
Well, Mariah's trying to pass the the 02 in front of him.
The lap traffic gap from the 78 is almost gone here. The 8 car is slowing up the pack. He's definitely holding them all up.
His last lap time of 23.491 to Logan York's 05. Well, now he's back up to speed at least a little bit.
12 car not moving through the field like we usually see him. And there comes the 78 on the bottom of the track.
78 finally gets to the inside of the 70. Just in time for the 75 to try and pass the 29.
It's been a really good race. Oh, what are you doing, Robert?
As I can almost imagine what Fitzwater's saying in the comment section right now.
Fitzwater's like, I DNQ'd him in the DNQ race. I mean, I lapped him.
Looking back up here, Isaac Flickinger trying to pass Gene Sanford for 24th.
We've seen this issue in the duel. Nobody's got into anybody off turn 4, so a lot of respect going through the drivers right now.
Battle for position right here. Jack James on the outside line. Now is going to lose a spot to Kyle Matthews. Maybe lose a spot to Marcus Ambrose while he's at it.
Kyle Matthews, we haven't seen. He's like in the low 50s in points, so kind of weird to see him up here.
Gene Sanford now gets to the inside of Adam McDowell there. That would be for 23rd position.
I think a good question, too, as last in points ever wondering, Robert might be the second guy ever to win last.
Robert Pollard's not even last in points.
Oh,
that honor goes to the 05.
Damn, Charles. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, I saw the white car.
So Shelley has gone around Logan York.
And if we have a caution, we're going to have a whole double file restart here.
Well, that might very well happen during pit stops is what I'm worried about, as now Shelley going to lap Ozcon. I don't imagine Ozcon's going to fight this too much.
I think Ozcon's going to go back to last.
Meanwhile, now Adam Flickinger would be the next one to lap if the 78 can get there.
Ooh,
Gene Sanford now passing Jack James. James started in the top 10, mind you.
Yeah, not a good long run speed for Jack at all.
I don't even think they had good short run speed.
Yeah, and that too.
As Isaac Flickinger trying to make a move on the 44. Might have, I don't know, that was no, that wasn't rookie, but definitely the two got used the intimidate button there on the 44.
Yeah, here he comes.
Now Flickinger going to try and set his sights on the 28. Adam Flickinger passes the 19 of Zach Rogers to not be the last car in the lead lap. And this battle going to go on even more as here comes Zach Rogers saying, not so fast. And you know what? They're side by. Is that caution? Is that caution lights?
I don't think so.
Okay, we're still green. As now can Amy Shelley use this to her advantage and follow the 19 through is going to be the real question. And I think she will.
Yep, and here it comes down the inside.
Yep, there she goes. Okay, so Flickinger now going to lose a lap to the race leader.
Yep, and here comes Robert on the bumper right there.
Well, not so quick actually on that either.
Whoa, look at the 12. Where did he get the speed?
Adam Flickinger fighting back on that outside line. And now Amy Shelley going to kind of use the muscle in that 78 car. As we are already halfway home in this one.
Wasn't the 12 the old ride? And here comes the 75 against that bumper.
So the 75 going to try and follow through as well. Logan York now has passed the 8. And the 12 clears the 75. So this might get interesting there. Adam McDowell is stuck on the outside line. Not a good spot for him to be right now. And mind you, it is almost 5 seconds back to third right now from the 78 to the 70 and the 75.
Yeah, they're gapping the field.
I mean, so they're going into turn 3 now. The 82 of Steve Pollard is just going into 3 as they're exiting 4. As there's Anderson now passing.
Is JT getting a lap? No, he's not. This is
No.
the 82.
He's cleared some guys. As Henry Sanford actually a battle for 4th with Henry Williams. So one Valvoline car at least is running well today. Bill Bragg Jr. has passed Stephen Pollard III for 9th.
Yeah, Pollard's just hanging around that top 10 right there.
Crossover on the 18. And Will Lewis has caught the 15 car.
Yeah, well, Lewis, you don't want to get him on a tear, but he's 9 seconds back. So he needs a caution.
Yeah, there's a lot of people needing a caution. As back up front, let's see what the 78's got going on. Still stuck behind 19. There is no lap traffic between Amy Shelley and Robert Pollard, though.
No.
Both of them go up the track.
Oh, okay. I guess brakes are failing.
Maybe. Maybe I didn't edit that. Maybe that is still at 0.08.
75 blows the brakes and takes out the 78.
Out
Oh, boy.
for the lead once again.
You know, even though this is burning, this has been a really, really good fight. This has been one of the best battles of the leads all year long.
And Tim Randolph way up the track is going to lose a lap now. Adam Flickinger trying to re-unlap himself compared to the 78. Amy Shelley says not so quick on that one. Now we saw she was moving up to the field. Gene Sanford is still only in 22nd.
Oh, 2 car up the hill right there.
Yeah, Isaac Flickinger way up the hill. Gene Sanford, though, all over the back bumper of Kyle Matthews. Having to try and use an alternate line, trying to get a run somewhere on the 48 to try and get a move made. Mark George trying to make a move maybe on Jessica Shelton, who's caught up to the 22 of Chris Wilson. So another one of those cars that is falling through the field as the run has gone on. As Chris Wilson has now fallen all the way back to 13th currently.
Yeah, he looks like he doesn't have a long run car. Kenny Moma hanging up here. I'm impressed with that one. The 15th
currently in the 11th spot.
Will Lewis got overtaken.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I thought he passed him.
Bill Bragg Jr., though, is going to overtake the 5 of Seth Cole. So Braddock trying to prove the haters wrong, or the critics wrong, up to 8th spot now in that Roush Racing car. Not the highest Roush car today, but still. As these guys are catching the top 4. Or
yeah,
the top 5 spots, I guess.
Well, Steve has dropped 5 seconds back, so the 18 might get him for the end of the race.
Almost 6 seconds back now. 84 now also going to follow through on the 5. Wow. As Braddock's going to be the first to pit.
So if Robert wins, does that mean he gets the winner's row?
He could. Mary Shelley on pit lane as well. Jack James has gone a lap down. As Amy Shelley is stuck behind the 44 and the 28 as they battle. Gene Stanford now to pit lane. Jessica Shelton.
I can't confirm. Charles hates Adam McDowell now.
As Chris Wilson, that's going to be a pit stop for him. So green flag pit stops are fully underway. Robert Pollard going to pit, as well as Amy Shelley. So the battle between these two on pit lane. Who's going to come out on top?
Oh, 78 definitely has the better pit crew.
Adam Flickinger also pitting in the 12. Cole Devers on pit lane. There goes Henry Williams, so he is going to cycle around as the race leader for now. William Brock, that was a line.
Oh, God, this is where shenanigans are going to start happening.
Ryan George, Henry Williams now pit. Alexander Rowe, Kenny Moma. Mark George also going to pit.
Now, can anybody make it to the end of the race, too? You know, they're pitting
well, to be fair, we're pitting on lap 69. Come on.
Nice. Oh, God.
Contact 0033, and around they go!
Saved it. Is that a caution? Is that going to warrant a caution?
Did that warrant a caution?
I wouldn't think so.
Yes, it did!
Oh, no.
This changes everything. A caution with 30 laps to go, and now who's going to be the race leader?
Well,
It's going to be
Robert
a really
on
good question of who the pace car picks up.
what is this, Wilkesboro 1990?
It looks like the pace car is picking up Ethan Kiterman.
Wasn't he in the wreck?
Ethan
Kenny
Kiterman is the race leader, I think.
Kenny Moma is third, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, scored third.
I don't know what's going on. Robert's
Well,
on the lead lap.
Let's see it cycle around a little bit here.
It is the 13.
So Kiterman is the race leader. Brock is second on pit lane. The 75 is scored third, and the 78 fourth.
So we kind of got back to a normal. Oh!
Well, we didn't fix
that.
that.
That happened.
And Kiterman now going to pit under the caution. So with that, we'll take a break, and we'll, I guess actually we'll just bring you back for the restart to sort everything out, because we saw the wreck actually happen on screen. Well, here we go. We're getting ready for the restart, and hell is about ready to freeze over. All the cars that we thought were on the tail end of the lead lap ended up pulling down to the inside line. I'm not sure if that's a strategy call for him or what, but Robert Pollard is the race leader. Amy Shelley is second. Alexander Rowe third. Henry Williams fourth. Henry Sanford fifth. Steve Pollard sixth. William Brock seventh. Will Lewis eighth. Bill Bragg Jr. is in ninth. And Mark George, through all of this, is in 10th as we are back to racing here. Mary Shelley is on the inside line and a lot down technically. We are currently scoring 27 cars on the lead lap.
This is going to turn into a wreck fest.
This is going to turn into something. Chris Wilson saying, I'm not going to go a lap down that easily.
Especially to that 70. Oh, no!
Contact in the wall, and that's going to give the lead to the 78.
That's one way to lose a race.
And there's
God, look at
three
this
wide back
What a
here
gag.
almost. Jean Sanford trying to get back on the lead lap. She lost a lap through all of that.
What a power move by the 75 in the fence, and he cleared him.
As now Amy Shelley trying to get back up, or trying to clear some of the lap traffic again. Here comes Jean Sanford trying to say, well, hey, I at least had a car that was able to win.
Yep, and can the 75 get to the 78? He's going to definitely look for some redemption there.
Probably, yeah. As Amy Shelley trying to re-lap the 21 now. Oh, whoops. Didn't have Facebook. Whoops. That is the 29th spot there. I doubt the 08 is going to have trouble staying in front of the 78, truthfully.
Yeah, definitely going to. Henry Williams has got third. I don't even know what happened to Steve Pollard. He's not in the top 10 anymore.
No, he still is. He's 7th. Will Lewis, though, has gone to 6th.
Oh, boy, that's not what the field wants to see. Henry Williams up the hill. Henry Williams, he's ahead of the pack.
Oh. Braddock is currently back in
look
10th.
at Brock.
Samed Ozkan, by the way, is 2 laps down in the 8 car.
Man, Samet's having a horrible the worst 7-race stretch in history.
It gets worse for him, though, yeah. So he's the only car 2 laps down in this one.
Red Bull right here.
Battle between the 2 Red Bull cars, 82 and 84. Braddock going to try and benefit from that. He's gone up to 9th. This would be for 8th spot. Henry Williams now trying to make a move on the 77. That is not for position. Will Lewis has gotten 5th away from the 15.
Amy Shelley's got a full second. So look at the
almost
7,
a second and a half back to the 75.
The 7 has got a up to 3rd, so that's a good run for Henry.
Yep, and has a lap car between them. Gene Sanford is back to the back bumper of the 75 now.
Well, what's killing the 75? It can't get by Wilson or Jess.
As Amy Shelley actually is right on the tail end of that 08 car. So the 2 Shelleys here at one of their home tracks, Martinsville, Virginia, as well as Richmond, kind of their 2 home tracks.
Bill Braddock up the 7th. That's a great run for Braddock. He need that.
Definitely a confidence booster. Also kind of helps shut up the critics at least a little bit. Might lose 7th once again, though, back to the 15.
Yeah, the critic. Will Lewis up
to 5th
here. How about Will Lewis? His first race since Homestead, and he's running 5th right now.
Oh,
Good
Rowe
job.
up the track.
Yeah, Alexander Rowe. He has a lot of critics, too.
As Stephen Paul III now up into 6th, trying to lap the 88. Now, can Will Lewis do anything with the 18?
If we had more time, he might have a shot, but he's 4
Well,
seconds
I mean,
back.
he's got 16 laps to do something. That's plenty of time at Martinsville.
Oh, yeah.
As Braddock now clearing the lap traffic of the 77.
2-second lead. Now that's officially 2 seconds.
Not quite yet. It's 1.9 as Gene Sanford's still up here as well. Not in between the 75 and the 7.
The 7's catching this. It's just that wall contact killed the 75's run.
And back here is where the mess is of cars.
Seriously, Cemento's
Oscon just
going
needs
on.
to be staying out of the way, truthfully.
He's been in the way all season.
JT Bryant's got damage to the left side of the big red Dodge. That's some interesting damage, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. That's some small red right now.
Kenny Moma currently just outside, or is in the 14th position. The caution definitely didn't help him out at all.
Hey, but it's his best career finish right now, so I'll give that to him.
If he can hang on to it.
Yeah, it's the only driver with it. Oh, God.
Top,
that's gonna be a wreck.
oh, this is 3 wide. This is 4 position, at least a little. Hello, 60 just nearly put the bumper to the 66.
Oh, this is going to be a wreck. There's no way they make this. They're somehow making this.
They made it work. They're back down to 2 wide now. Chris Louvier is a lap car in all of that. Or no, who was the lap car? There's someone I thought that I said 40th. Oh, Duncan was the lap car.
Well, last year we saw the 05 finish 3rd, so I guess Robert's taking his place this year.
Henry Sanford now getting around the 47. I doubt Gene's going to make that one too challenging.
I'm telling you, that 7 car might get by Rock for the end of this race. And the 84 is
here comes the 84 now catching the 99. This is the battle for 5th.
And Seth Cole just got by the 82 on track.
Yep. Braddock has cleared the 15 by a good car length.
Okay, well, 2 seconds now for Amy. I think Amy's got this in the bag.
With 11 laps to go. The 18, I think, just got the wall off turn 4.
Well, maybe not. Somebody gets the whole thing. They could be in trouble.
No damage visible there, but the 18 was definitely slow coming off turn number 4 and is now a 3-car battle for 4th position. Stephen Paula third, arguably the best short track racer in the series, coming up here now, up into the top 5.
Yeah, definitely. Henry Sanford is catching Robert. That's going to be a battle position pretty soon. Looks like it's shaping up.
Yep, no lap traffic in between them.
Now, this is a good question. When was the last time somebody had 3 drivers finish all in the top 10? Oh, no!
Amy Shelley having some issues with the 08. 08 trying to stay on the lead lap and also trying to maybe catch the tail end of the field for position there.
This is holding up the 78. Oh, man, this is going to be the 10%.
Although how much is it really holding her up? Because she still has a 2.5 second lead.
Make that.
And it stayed the same. They actually ran the exact same lap to the 1,000th.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Literally, both ran a 22.636 the last lap.
Yeah, that caution definitely screwed the 75 out. As
Henry Sanford now trying to catch and pass the 75 with 6 laps to go. The gap extends back out to 2.7 as the 78 has cleared the 08 now.
No threat of lap traffic, so the 78, unless they blow up, they got the win.
Well, I mean, the lap traffic's only a half a straightaway ahead, actually.
Oh, God, Mary. Oh, Robert went up the hill. Comes Henry.
As here comes the Jim Beam Valvoline Dodge. Battle for second here in the late stages at Martinsville.
Yeah, I think, Robert, this is a big confidence booster for that team for sure.
As Stephen Paul III has cleared the 18 for 4th.
Yeah, that's, he might, if we had more laps, he might get up here and battle too.
Well, maybe if these guys got held up by the lap traffic. 4 laps to go, though, for Amy Shelley, between her and being the first repeat winner this season in the Cup Series.
That's correct. I didn't even think about that. That's true. I thought we were going to get 16 different or 36, but it looks like Amy's trying to notch that out of the way.
As it's now a 3-second lead. She has got it on cruise control. The battle is for second still. 3 laps to go now at Martinsville.
Oh, yeah, she got this. As long as she don't blow up, she's good.
Might be a battle for 6th, actually, between the 17 and the 99, and in fact it is. Here comes Bill Bragg Jr. to be the top Roush car on the day.
Who would have thought that coming into this race? Sky Commons in 10th. How about that for him? That's a good
Great
boost
comeback drive. Commons was nowhere in the first half of this race.
Nowhere at all. And the only thing that can screw, she just wants to see that white flag. That's all the 78 wants to see.
2 laps to go for Amy Shelley. Not going to have to deal with the lap traffic. It looks like Jeffrey White's back here. Jeffrey White was a lap down at one point. He's actually going to get a lead lap finish out of this as Amy Shelley has started the final lap.
And it's almost 4 seconds for the 78. Holy crap.
Amy Shelley strutting her stuff out there today as she comes into turn number 3. Didn't quite get the pole. She was 1,000th of a second off of it. Off turn number 4, though, she'll get the win. She wins the Dent Wizard 399.
Wow, good one for Amy, breaking the streak of 10 straight winners. Robert with a great confidence booster right there. Those $100 worth.
Third. Stephen Pollard third, fourth. Henry Williams, a great confidence booster for Bill Bragg Jr. A top 10 there for the 17. Will Lewis ends up with a 7th place finish.
Those $100 worth of diecast were definitely worth it.
8th place to Seth Cole, Alexander Rowe, and Sky Commons, rounding out the top 10.
Kenny Moma, best career finish for him. Good run for Kenny. That's nice to see.
Anyone else get a career best run?
Well, it looks like, let's see, Cole Deaver. No, that's not Cole's best.
I actually kind of doubt it.
Cole Deaver's best finish this year was
well,
19th.
Actually, wait. What was Adam McDowell's? That might be one.
Adam actually finished 12th at Motorsport.
Okay.
This is Cole Deaver's best finish of the year, though, like I said.
So with that, I've gone through the top 10. Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Definitely. I mean, we make jokes about the 75, but the 78 and the 75 were the classic field. They had a great battle. That was really good side by side with the lap traffic playing through.
Well, just
78.
to show. Just to show. They actually had the fastest laps by a 10th over anyone else.
I know we make jokes about the car, but that was a really good battle, and that was very entertaining to see them swap. 2 very veteran drivers at short tracks had a good battle right here. 78 got it on the restart because the 75 choked it at the wall, and Chris Wilson didn't help either. Good run for Henry Sanford. Stephen Paul III really needed that run. He DNQ'd a few races in a row. Henry Williams with a top 5. He's pretty low in the points, too. Braddock, like we mentioned, confidence booster. Good start for Will Lewis on his 2 or 3 race comeback. Seth Cole with a top 10. He missed last weekend. Alexander Rose 9th, as I kind of missed. Smedo's con another.
Well, I figured you were
race.
getting ready for the bottom half of it anyway.
I'll stick at the top. I'll let you know when I go to the bottom. Matthew Marias. Oh, my Lord. Sky Commons, like I mentioned, good run. Steve hasn't had much success, so that's a great run for that team. Kenny Moma's best career finish. Cole Deaver's best run of the year. And as we go to the bottom now, Mary Shelley, ouch. Smedo's con, more ouch.
Oscon, the only car 2 laps down in this one.
Veteran ratings. The 70 Marias, he finished, I believe, 11th
What are you
here.
talking about? He is the veteran anyway.
Oh, yeah, he needs more veteran ratings. Marias is 36. Max Anderson, that's not going to help him in the points at all. Chris Wilson, man, the top 3 in points, really. Actually, the top 5. Horrible point stays for all of them. So
well, it will help close. Well, I was going to say it would help close things up, but even 4th in points, 180 back was 34th.
The 12th was 18th, so it looks like the best one out of the group was the 15. Everybody in the top 10 in points didn't even finish in the top 10, for God's sake. That's crazy.
So
am I right?
Definitely a day that will help close the gap up front.
So next weekend we're going to the All-Star race. Put your votes in, and I can't wait to see the cars for that in the Open. And then we got the 600, the longest 100-lap race, one of the longest Coke Vanilla races in history. Can't wait to watch that, Death. I mean, good race.
Actually, I don't think that one is going to be Death, truthfully. Either way, though, congrats to Amy Shelley on her 2nd win of the season. I believe her 8th career win?
I just got one quote. Nobody in the top 10 was in the top 10 in points, right? Am I right about that?
I'm pretty sure you're right about that. I mean, Will Lewis was just making his season debut, so obviously not.
Wow.
Top 10 points coming in was Mary Shelley, Anderson, Wilson, George, Adam Flickinger, Hamill.
Wow.
Shelton, Jeffrey White, Rowe. Oh, so Rowe, 9th in points, finished 9th. So.
See, this is why we do 62 cars, because it makes it interesting. But anyways.
Although, to be fair, Rowe was 346 points back coming in.
Well, he's definitely going to be a lot higher than that now.
So with that, though, congrats to Amy Shelley. correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's her 8th career win, though.
Actually, you know what? Before we end the broadcast, let me see. Driver crazy. That actually puts Amy. Oh, this is Amy reset, right?
Amy, yeah.
So
I
this
think it
actually,
puts her into 2nd place on the wins chart.
Yes, this actually ties her with Charles Jackson for the most career wins, and might possibly get it this season.
Okay, so Amy Shelley has now done what I thought was going to be somewhat tricky. She is
Wait.
Is it?
One last thing too. Let me just see something. I believe Amy, right? We're talking about Amy, right?
Yes.
So Amy, that's actually her 4th short track win too. So definitely the short tracks are her good coming.
Half of her wins are on short tracks. Okay.
Yeah, she won at where is it?
She's gonna help. She's gonna help make sure that we have to like revamp this system.
Wow!
Earlier than we
And you
thought.
know what's the most impressive thing? 4 different short tracks: Bounce Arena, Richmond, Iowa, and Martinsville. So watch out, Bristol.
So with that though, congrats to Amy Shelley on her 8th career Coke Vanilla Cup Series win. I think it's 8.
Yeah, that's 8. She ties herself with Charles Jackson.
Tied now for the most wins in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, which is a surprise to me. That's incredible. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Obviously, leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Going Fantastic 1, and for Stephen Paul III, this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.